with you. And moreover, there are three files that it's pertaining to simulations, what we have to cover today. Okay, right. Um, Let us now start. Right. Just we can recap what we have learned in the previous day. In the last class, we have learned about what if analysis. This what if analysis contains three major components: goal seek, sensitivity, scenario. In the goal seek, we can handle at a time one variable as a changing variable and one variable as an output variable. Beyond that, we can't do anything. The sensitivity analysis is one that it will help us to at a time handle two changing variables and one output. Then it will give a greater insight how the range of value have an impact on the output. Yesterday we have seen how the sales value, okay, and as well as the another one what we have taken is a manufacturing expenditure have an impact on the gross profit or net profit we have seen yesterday. Then third component is a scenario manager. In that, any number of variable we can handle as a changing variable, and simultaneously we can get any number of variable as an output variable. So that is the learning of yesterday. And in addition to that, we have also explored how the loan, home loan, can be evaluated with the help of what if analysis. With the goal seek sensitivity, both we have worked out. The same file I have shared with you. Please practice and then again think of. Again, it is a generic tools. The what if analysis is a tool that is a generic in nature. At any context, you can apply that particular tool. Right. As per the plan, we are planning to cover simulation also today. In addition to that, if time permits, we can go ahead with the BEP model also. If time does not permit, I will share the file on your own, you can practice. Same assets yesterday, but most of the things, but only the outline I will give it to you if time permits. Right. Now, my dear friends, what do you mean by simulation? Come on, please. What do you mean by simulation? What that it strikes in your mind when you are hearing the word simulation? Come on. Whatever that it's have a idea in your mind, then again you can share it with me. Come on, anyone. Please. Hello, my dear friends. Hello.
Hello,
Yeah.
may I try, sir?
Yeah, yeah. Please.
Simulation in layman terms means to imitate something, a situation or a process. And if you think about from a purpose of academic, it will be like production of some computer model of something.
Yeah,
To
superb. Imitating the real-time scenario or imitating the imagined scenario, whatever may be. Is that right? It's a very good the term you have picked up. Really, we have to clap for the madam, Rachna madam. Okay. Uh, those days, the simulation that it has been taught, especially when I was in my graduation, that that was taught as a theoretical part. So, especially they will say that that is an in airlines they may have a simulation air simulators are there in that the pilots will be trained like they will say, but we couldn't have any kind of an experience. But nowadays, because of the computing facility, we can do the wonderful simulation. Okay, there is a one tool called as a sim tool. Sim tool is a tool that it has been developed by Professor Mayerson, Kellogg's School of Business. in his website, you can download this sim tool also, that it works in Excel. Any kind of a scenario you can imitate and you can do wonderful analysis. With this introductory note, I am taking you to my presentation. Monte Carlo simulation. How can I simulate values of a discrete random variable? I hope all of you are comfortable with the word discrete variable, continuous variable. Okay, discrete variable, continuous variable. The number of children, we may call it as a discrete variable. Never we can't say that 1.5 children, 2.5 children. Never we can't say. Either we have to say how many kids are you having it. I can say either 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Like that numbers will be the whole numbers, not any fraction. That is normally called as a discrete variable. Sorry, that is called as a discrete variable. The discrete variable is a one that it does not have any number of values in between two values. So for example, children 1, children 2, in between nothing we can't assume, or nothing that numbers will not emerge. But in the value height, say for example 1 feet to 2 feet, in between any value that it may assume, that is a continuous variable. Height, weight are example for a continuous variable. Number of fans, number of children's, number of tables, these are all the example for a discrete variable. I hope all of you are comfortable with these two terminology. There is no need to talk much about that. Now I am coming to that particular, the second point, that is a random variable. Random means what, my dear friends? Now I am asking questions. What do you mean by random? What do Come on, I'm waiting for you. What do you mean by random? Have you heard about that particular word, random number? Come on. Whatever that it strikes in your mind, you can share it with me. Nothing wrong. Right or wrong, don't bother about it. What do you mean by random number? Random number. Normally we are using that particular word. Please allot the duty randomly. Please distribute the products randomly. Pick the products randomly. Select the sample randomly. We are using the word very often. Is it right? What do you mean by random? Come on. Anyone?
Something we plan or define.
Something we picking up any number from a group of numbers. Hari Prasad sir is saying, right? Yeah, superb. So random number is picking any one number. So for example, we can pick a ball from the basket of balls. Any one of the ball that randomly means to select something without planning or purposefully. Very good, Rachna madam. Beautifully, Rachna madam is saying, without any purpose. Unbiased selection. Okay, right. Now, how can I generate a random unbiased selection? Unbiased selection. Another term that it has been used by Rachna madam is something without planning or purposefully without planning. If we are not picking up, that is called as a randomly selection. Suppose if I am asking a teacher to pick up a few students randomly, so just then again the teacher will point some of the students, and the students will, the teacher will pick up the students. So without any intention, without any prior planning, without any purpose, just then again they will pick it up. Okay, there is an unbiased selection. Okay, Sairam, my statement is clear. That it may say, for example, if you are generating a random number in between 1 to 100, that it may happens. Any one of that particular number you can pick it up. Okay. So randomly means then again without any purpose or without any prior intention, unbiased selection. The appropriate word is called as an unbiased selection. Okay, clear, Sairam? Shall we
Fine,
move
sir.
further? Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So I would like to showcase to you how can I generate a random number. The people, those who are using the laptop, can use it along with me also. Okay. How a random number can be generated. Just it's a very simple and very easy to understand. My Excel window is visible, my dear friends. My Excel window is visible for every one of you. Every one of you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I can take a trial and then again random value. Random value. Okay. Right. See, there is a function called as a rand. Rand is a function that it will generate the value in between 0 to 1. Any value that it may assume, 0 to 1. Sir, what is the chance of generating value 0.01, 0.02, 0.03? Each and every value have an equal chances of getting selected. Equal chances of getting selected. And another terminology associated with the random number is each and every elements of the set are have an equal chance of getting selected. Is called as a random selection. Okay, are you clear now? I'm using the function rand open bracket close bracket without any argument within the parenthesis or within the brackets. Just if you are entering, the system will generate the random number. Just you can experience it. Those who are using the laptop, you can experience it. Okay? Clear? Okay. Have you experienced it? Any help is required?
Yes, sir.
So when I'm using the F9 key, see here, I'm using F9 key. What happens to my value B2? Can you see? Can you see? Each and every click that it generates the random values. Value ranges from between 0 to 1. In between that it may take any value. Okay? Normally, olden days we are using the random table. From the random table, we will pick up the random numbers. That is a olden days concept. Nowadays, then again, you can generate the random numbers either in the calculators or either in the any spreadsheet, not necessarily Excel, any spreadsheet you can generate the random numbers. Even in the Google Sheet, you can generate the random numbers. Okay? This random number can be used in a different context. One of the context is simulation. Not necessarily simulation only. The random numbers can be used for any purpose. Even say, for example, one example I can quote. Normally in our institutions, we are using the random values for seating arrangements. Normally every week we are changing the seatings of the first and MBA and second MBA classrooms. Every week we are changing it. Okay, for that we are using the random numbers. Okay, unbiased placements, unbiased seating arrangements. I can say like this. Okay. So what is the learning here? The random function is what is the function name? Rand, open bracket, close bracket. Rand function is a one that it will generate the value 0 to 1. That it may assume any one value. Sir, what is the chance of each and every value gets selected, sir? Each and every value in between 0 to 1 have an equal chances. Have an equal chances. Okay, my dear friends, all of you are clear now? All of you are clear now? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right. Any doubts or any clarifications there, please tell me. Then again, I will proceed further. If there is any there, I will clarify it. Okay. Guys, come on. At least a few if you are saying. Then only then again I can move.
Okay, sir.
Right, only Sairam says. What about the others? Come on. Come on. At least a few. That may
Yes,
encourage
sir.
me. Right, okay. Now I'm taking you to the next concept called as a rand between. Rand between. Can you assume that what do you mean by rand between? Anyone can guess? It's again intuition. You can guess. Your guess, it's 100% right. Come on. What is the purpose of rand between? Rand between.
In between
Sir,
the
it
random
means
values.
Random values? Random values? Come on. Please open up the microphone. Even background noise is there.
Values,
Don't
sir.
bother about it. Okay? I'm waiting. I'm hearing you. Please start once again.
The range of numbers.
The range of numbers. Very good. And rand is a function that it generates a random number. The between is the word that it indicates that what the value we are specifying. Okay. Say, for example, equal to rand between. There is a function. I have to say bottom, top. Bottom, let us assume it's a marks. Students' marks. Marks is a 0 to 100. So I'm generating the marks 0 to 100. 0 is a bottom, top is an 100. So I can generate. For each and every click of the F9 will generate the marks between 0 to 100. See, let us take trial 1, trial 2, trial 3, trial 4, trial 5. There are trial. Just what can I do? I can fill this formula. I can fill this formula and all 5 trials. See here, the 5 trials are dynamic in nature. Dynamic in nature. Similarly, I can take rand between also. That it will take. Sir, what is the chance of getting selected? The mark 30. It's an equal chance, 1 by 100. The chance is 1 by 100. Mark of 40. What is the chance to get selected? You can ask a question. I can say that 1 by 100. Equal chances. Equal chances. Okay. So when I'm using the rand between or random value, that it will create the rectangular distribution. Rectangular distribution. Okay. I'm not going in detail much about the statistics. Okay. That it diverts me. So please understand this random number and rand between generates a rectangular distribution. Okay. Clear? Are you comfortable with this two terminology, random value, random between? Rand function, rand between function? Any value you
Sir,
can
if
choose,
you
not
don't
necessarily
mind,
0 to 100. Yeah, please, sir.
if you don't mind, can you able to say once again the random between, sir? Because I'm facing a network issue, sir.
The random between is nothing but that it will generate the value in between two specified values. See, the random between that it will ask what is the bottom value, what is the top value. Here the bottom value I can say the bottom value is a 0. The top value I can say it is as an 100. So the random between value, not necessarily 0 100, anything then again you can say. So this random between number will generate the value in between 0 to 100. See here, I'm using F9 key to regenerate. Thus normally the F9 key will be used to recalculate. Okay.
Okay, sir. Fine, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right. Okay. What about the others? Shall I proceed further?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Now I'm taking you to the discrete random variable. Okay. Right. Now you are comfortable with the random number, rand between. What do you mean by continuous variable, discrete variable? There are 4 terminology. We have recapped everything. Suppose if you are having any doubt, please ask me about these 4 concepts. Discrete variable, continuous variable. Rand between. Shall I proceed further? All of you are comfortable with this 4?
Yes, sir.
Right, okay. My dear friends, see here, this is a discrete random variable. Suppose you are, based on the historical data, you are judging. So, in the past history says that for a demand of 10,000, we are having a chance of 10%. Have a demand of 20,000, the chance is 35%. See here, this is a 35%. And the chance of have a demand of 40,000, the chance is 30%. The have a demand of 69,000, the chance of getting that demand is 25%.
25%.
When we are summing up all these 4, that it will equal to 1. That it will be equal to 1. Okay. So I can say that the sum of these values, see here, the sum of these values are 1. 0.1, 0.35, 0.45, 0.45 plus 0.3, 0.75, 0.75 plus 0.25, 1. So the total probability is always 1. Okay? Clear now, my dear friends?
Sir.
Yes? Right. Now, I will demonstrate. How can I simulate this scenario? I have to create a set of sales that it shows the value of 10,000 at 10 percentage probability, 20,000 demand 35% probability, 40,000 demand 30% probability, 69,000 25% probability. How can I generate? I will take you to the discrete random variable. How can I generate the discrete random variable? Okay, 1 minute. I'm opening up the file and another file I will showcase to you. Wait a minute. Okay. Here, discrete random variable. Okay. Can you see my window?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Right. So how many trials I have taken it? 1,000 trials. See here, how many trials? 1,000 trials. What I will do is, 1 minute, I will share this file also. Actually, I have not shared this file. Wait a minute, I will share this file. I will share this file through the WhatsApp. Okay, wait a minute. This will also, you can use it effectively. Okay. Right. Actually, then again, I have not shared that file yesterday. In the financial modeling WhatsApp group, I will share it. Okay. Please take up 2 files. Okay. There are 2 files are there. Please take it and then again keep it with you. 1 minute. Just a minute we can finish it. Okay. So here discrete random variable and then again normal random variable. Okay. There are 2 variables. I'm sharing it. These 2 files. Actually, I have not shared it yesterday. Okay, take it up and let us proceed further. See here. Can you see my workbook? How many trials I have created?
1,000 trials.
1,000 trials. Can I create a random number, 1,000 random numbers? Yes. How can I create it? Please guide me. Please guide me. We have learned rand between.
So
Let
we
us
use
take
rand between.
not rand between. Here just we can apply rand because the value what I would like to create is a 0 to 1. 0 to 1. Okay? Because the probability values are 1. The total probability values are 1. There is a no chance of getting a demand of 10,000. Normally what I will put a 0 probability. So the probability normally I will mention it between 0 to 1. Okay. So I can generate a random number between 0 to 1. My explanation is clear. My explanation is clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. So here in the column B equal to rand, open bracket, close bracket. just I can enter. I'm creating a random number. After creating this random number, I'm selecting this cell once again. In the cell, in the bottom, when you are seeing it, there is a small square, green color square, in which if I'm putting a cursor, my cursor becomes black color plus sign. Can you see? If I'm putting a cursor here, what is my cursor sign? Plus, what is the color of the plus sign? What is the color of the plus sign? What is the color of the plus sign? Come on, guys. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
What is the color of my mouse pointer? See here. My mouse pointer is here. See, I am circulating it in the D column. What is my cursor's sign and the color? Hello?
Plus and black.
Plus sign with a white color fill. With a white color fill.
Black.
White color fill, they're surrounded by black, right? Now, when I'm putting a cursor in the cell B2 in the right bottom corner, what happens now? Please see my cursor. Can you see my cursor? I'm shaking. Can you see?
Yes, sir. Looks
This
fully
will
black.
become a black color plus sign. This is called as a fill mode. This is called as a fill mode. When I'm double clicking it, all the 1000 cells will be covered with the random variable. See here? Even if it is necessary, I will repeat once again. See what actually I done it in the first cell? What is the first cell? What I have to do it? Please guide me. Please guide me. Come on. Hello guys, come on. Hello? Hello guys? Can you speak?
Yes, sir.
Can you speak? Guys, can you speak?
Yeah, I'm speaking
My voice
audible,
is
sir.
audible?
Yeah, it's audible, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
My voice is audible?
Sir, it's audible,
Is it
sir.
I have been disconnected or? Hello?
Sir, audible, sir. We are audible to you, sir.
Sriram? Shairam? Any others? Hariprasad sir? My voice is audible? Rachna madam? Is there any issue in my side?
No, sir, it's perfectly
Hello?
audible. Perfectly audible, sir.
Hello guys, my voice is audible?
Sir, it is perfectly audible.
Hello? Sir, my voice is audible?
Sir, your voice is audible, sir.
My voice is audible now?
Yeah, now you are audible, sir. We are audible to you, sir.
Hello?
Sir, you are audible, sir.
Hello?
Sir, you
My
are
voice
audible,
is
sir.
audible? Right, okay, thank you. Once again, I'm sharing my window. My window is visible now? Yeah. Yeah, now it's audible.
Okay, sir.
But I couldn't share my screen. I'm having the problem of sharing.
Network issue, sir.
I think it is not a network issue, there is a permission issue.
Oh,
We have to. My windows visible for you?
no, sir.
Sorry, an error has occurred when the screen sharing. I think Sir has to authorize me.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Sir, there is an issue in sharing the window.
Mm-hmm.
There is an error message. I think that is because of the authorization issue. I logged out and then again, once again, I have logged into the Google Meet due to the network issue.
Okay, sir.
And
Sir, you just
afterwards, then again,
sir, you again log out.
right. Can you see my window now? Hello?
Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
Hello?
We can see, sir.
Problem is with right, okay. See here, I'm generating a random number. So here the random function is nothing but rand open bracket close bracket. When I'm entering, the cell B2 is filled with random number. The same formula I can copy across remaining 999 trials. What can I do? I can use the autofill mode just to put a cursor in the right bottom corner, allowing the cursor to be the black color sign, and just if I'm double clicking it, that it will generate 1000 trials random number. Okay, right. Now here this is a demand and this is a probability. The sum of the probability here is a 1. Now what I have to do is I have to create a cutoff value to generate the demand. How can I do the cutoff value? I have to start from the 0. Next one, I have to add the 0 with the probability of 10.1. Then next one, I have to take the previous probability, cumulative probability, plus 0.35. I have to add it. Then again, I have to take up the previous probability plus 0.3. I have to add it. See here, this is nothing but it's a cumulative value. This is called as a cumulative value. 0.1, 0.45, 0.7. The total values are 1 here actually. The 1 is not required. Okay. So what is the demand for this cutoff value? 10,000. That means less than 10%. 10% less than 10%. For 35% probability, 20,000 demand. 20,000 units is demanded. Second one is 40,000 demand. This is a cutoff value. This is a cutoff value, meaning the 10,000 units, the probability is a 0.1. For 20,000, the probability is up to, the cumulative probability is 0.45. For 40,000, the cumulative probability is 0.75. For 69,000, the probability is 1. Cumulative probability is 1. Like here, I have to take the cutoff value. Here, I have to take the cutoff value. This cutoff value is nothing but it's a cumulative probability. Here, it is nothing but it is a cumulative cumulative probability. So once again I'm repeating, this is called as a cumulative probability. Okay, 1 minute. I'm using the pen and then again I will write down so that then again you can see cumulative probability. See here, and this one, this is a cumulative probability. Okay, this is a cumulative probability. Cumulative probability. This one is a cumulative probability. Cumulative probability. Cumulative probability. Okay, right. Now, once if the cutoff value and the demand is ready, I can now generate with the help of the VLOOKUP function. VLOOKUP is a function. I have to take the probability value. This is a probability value I have to take up. And here I have to compare this range. See here, this is a range I have to compare. The cutoff value and the demand. Without the title, I have to select. This is a range I have to look up. I have to freeze the cell also using the F4 key. If I'm clicking the F4 key, the column rows are filled with a dollar, that it will become freezed. Because when I'm copying the formula, this table should not get changed. Come on. What is the one I have to produce here? This is a second column. That is a demand I have to produce. See here, that is a second column value. And here, the lookup value, whether that's supposed to be an approximate match or an exact match. Approximate match means I have to give true. And click OK. System will take the value 0.15, go there and cross check. Where the 0.15 lies, the 0.15 lies in between 0.1 and 0.45, so that the system will take up this one. See what that system will do? The system will take the 0.15, go and cross check, that it will fall in between these two, so the system will pick up this value. Okay, right. Similarly, the system will take the another value. Where that it lies in between here, this and this, and this value will system supposed to pick up. Let us see whether that is happening. Just here I am filling it up. See here I am filling up. If I am filling up, again the value that has been generated. So here this value 0.89, this 0.88 falls here. So the system will take up this one, 69,000. The 0.544 that it lies in between here, between these two, so the system takes this value. So I can generate all these values. Are you comfortable how I am generating it? How I am imitating the probability. This is a probability. This is a historical data with which then again I am trying to reproduce. So I am imitating this 1,000 trials with this condition. This is an example of a discrete random probability distribution creation. My dear friends, could you now understand? Could you now understand? Is it okay now, my dear friends? Hello? VLOOKUP. Yeah. I will write down the VLOOKUP here. See here, the VLOOKUP function have a 3 arguments. The first argument is a lookup value. The second one is a table array. The third one is a data to be written from the column. Column from which data to be returned. Fourth one is a whether it is a exact match or approximate match. approximate match. There are four things in the VLOOKUP. In the VLOOKUP, there are four things. Equal to VLOOKUP. See here, lookup value, table array, column index. Then again, whether the match is an exact match or approximate match. There are four arguments I have to give it. Okay. So here, lookup value, table array, column index, then match. There are four things, my dear friends. These four things I have to supply it as a VLOOKUP function. Is okay, comfortable? I assumed that then again everybody knows the basic functions. That is the reason why then again I'm starting. Suppose if you are not comfortable, please tell me. Once again I will repeat. Once again I will repeat. Once again I will repeat.
Fine, sir. You can go to the next step.
Right? So shall I do once again? See here. I will remove it. And this random number is a dynamic. Whenever I am entering it, that it will be recalculated. Okay. How can I freeze the value? Just to select the entire random value, copy the value, paste the value as values. When you are pasting the value as a values, or thereafter that it will not change. That will be freezed. That it will be freezed. That it will be freezed. Okay. Right. Now here, I'm using the VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP. This probability I have to look into that. That is a lookup value, comma. What is the table you would like to see? This is a cutoff table you would like to see. This has to be freezed. So I'm using F4 key. And in front of I2 also I am applying F4 key. So that the dollar symbol will be inserted. That it will be freezed. Comma. What is the column from which you have to return the value? In this table, second column. Second column is a 1 from which I have to throw the values. Then what is the match? The match is approximate match, so that I am giving the argument as a true. Click OK. The system will pick up the value. What is the 0.33? Here the 0.33 value. See here the 0.33 value lies between these two values. The 0.33 value lies between these two values. So the system will take up the upper one, 20,000. The next one, this one, let us take the third value. This third value is nothing but where that it lies, that it lies between here. This falls between these two. So the system will take up 40,000. Let us cross check now. Yeah. I will fill this formula. See here. I will fill this formula. See here. The system fetches 40,000 here. This is the way the system will fetch from the cutoff demand table. So I'm using the rand function, VLOOKUP function, cutoff table. So the demand and probability, I'm getting it from the historical data, from which I'm saying what is the possibility of getting a demand of 10,000. What is the possibility of getting a demand of 20,000? What is the possibility of getting the demand of 40,000? What is the possibility of getting a demand of 69,000? Like then again, I'm taking it from the historical data or experience or from the expert's opinion or from the Delphi's forecasting model. If it is a clear, please tell me, further we can proceed.
Yeah, we can proceed to next, sir.
Yes or no? At least through chat, if you are giving a confirmation, we can move.
Yes, sir.
So normally, whenever there is a discrete random probability, when that it has been given, we can imitate. We can imitate in such a fashion. We can imitate in such a fashion. See, I will showcase to you quickly what happens if the frequency, what happens to this frequency. See here, equal to frequency Okay, frequency table, frequency. So here I can take the table array. See here, this is a table array. Okay, comma. I have to take up the bin array also. See here, I'm taking the bin array. This is a bin array for this probability distribution. And close this one, shift, control shift enter. See here, I'm getting the frequency of each one, what I generated. What is the total? This total is, see here, 1000 trials. 1000 trials, 10,000. How many times that it has been generated? 88 times that it has been generated. 20,000. How many times it has been generated? 354 times that it has been generated. So here I can fix the frequency. What is the frequency here? This value divided by the total number of trials. I have to take it down. So 8.88. See here, this total is 100%. See, actually, what I thought of generating the distribution 10, 20, 10, 10, 35, 25, like this one. See here, I will show it to you. This one, then again, actually, I would like to generate instead of a 10 percentage. So here I will make it as a, this one is a percentage. Okay, I will make it as a percentage so that comfortably you can also. So this is my plan. This is actual my plan. But instead of a 10 percentage, I am getting only 8.8. 35 percentage, instead of that I can get only 35.4 times 20,000 demand. Instead of a 30, 30.3. Instead of a 25, 25.5. It's a closer value. It's I'm imitating this percentage of the probability here. Okay, in my generating the random values. Okay. So when I'm increasing the trial from 1000 trials to 10,000 trials, when I'm increasing, the value will be too closer. The variation will be too minimal. Instead of a 10,000 trials, if I'm going with the 1 lakh trials, again the variation is a very minor variations that it will happen. Higher the trials, more accurate values I can generate. Okay. Sairam, for you it is a visible, for the others it is not visible. The people, those who are not getting a visibility, then again, once again, you can leave the meeting and then again rejoin and then again please confirm. I will proceed further. Bhavesh, why not you can leave the meeting and then again rejoin so that you can ensure that then again the visibility is there or not? After rejoining also. What about the others? For others, the visibility is there.
No, sir, it's not visible.
Ramya madam, are you getting a visibility? Kanika madam, are you getting a visibility?
Sir, it is visible.
Shall I proceed further? Rekha madam,
Yes, sir.
Raja, Rachana madam, visibility is there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is visible.
It is not visible. Right. Once again, what I will do is I will stop the screen sharing and once again I will share it. Okay, now
No, sir, it's not visible, sir. Sir, not visible, sir. Sir, it's visible, sir.
One is a normal random variable. Normal random variable, for that there are two inputs is required for us. What are the two inputs are required? Mean value and standard deviation. All of you may aware about it. Mean, standard deviation. See here, as usual, what I'm trying to do is I'm generating a random number. Rand open bracket, close bracket. Just if I'm filling up the random numbers across the 1,000 trials. See here, this is 1,000 trials. So I filled the entire 1,000 trials with a random variable. Now I can prepare a normal random variable. Norm-inverse. Norm-inverse is a function that it will, based on the given probability, mean value, standard deviation, will generate the values. See, this is a probability. What the random number I generated, that is a probability, comma. Here, this is a mean value. What is a mean? 40,000 is a mean. I'm freezing this cell because when I'm copying the formula, that's not supposed to change, comma. What is the second argument? Standard deviation. Standard deviation is how much? 10,000. That is also, I'm freezing it using the F4 key because that's not supposed to change when I'm copying the cell by down the line. I'm closing the window, closing the bracket formula by using closing bracket, enter. See here, this is the value that has been generated. Okay? So now I can fill this formula. See here, this is a formula. So 1,000 trials I have generated. This particular 1,000 trials will ensure that the mean values are closer to 40,000. The standard deviation is at 10,000. Let us cross check. Just I'm cross check. Equal to average. I can calculate the average. Average of this normal random variable what I generated. Yes, I'm selecting it. See, what is my value? 39,773. It's a very closer to 40,000. Never I can't achieve 40. When I'm increasing the trials, that it will become two closer values. Next one is the standard deviation. Standard deviation is a function. Standard deviation. STD. Standard deviation of the sample. I can take it out. See here, in the 1,000 trials, I'm taking the range, I'm entering it. See here, instead of 10,000, I'm getting 10,281 points. 3, it's a closer value. When I'm increasing the trials, that will be very closer. So what is the formula here? I have used it. Norm inverse. Norm inverse is a function. In that, what is the first one? Probability. What the random number I generated in the B column, followed by 2 arguments I have to give it. One is a mean and the other is a standard. So I would like to create a data set in such a way that it generates a mean value of 40,000 with a standard deviation of 10,000. Just I can create a scenario. This is a normal random variable generation. For a normal random generation variable, what is the input is required? Mean value, standard deviation is required, with which I can use a norm inverse function by supplying the argument probability, that is a random number what I generated here, followed by mean value, followed by standard deviation. I can generate the normal random variable. 1,000 trials here I took it. The values are too closer to the estimated value or expected value. I am expecting 40,000 of the 1,000 trials. It's a closer to 40,000. Instead of 40,000, I'm getting it a 40,183. What is the standard deviation of the simulation? Instead of a 10,000, I'm getting it at 10,045.19. Right. My dear friends, please tell me if you are clear about the normal random variable generation. Discrete random variable generation, I demonstrated. Discrete random variable, I am giving the demand with certain probabilities. How to generate the scenario, the cutoff table, random number, and VLOOKUP function. There are 3 things. In the normal random variable, mean value, standard deviation that will be given to us. Using the random number, norm inverse function, we have to generate the 1,000 points. All of you are comfortable? If you are not comfortable,
Yes, sir.
while we are seeing the case study, once again we will redo that one, discrete random variable. At the time, once again we are revisiting that concept. Once again we can revisit it. Okay. Now shall we move further to the case study?
Sure, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
It's a little bit difficult to understand, or it's okay. Now, my dear friends, tell me.
Okay, sir.
Okay. You are not getting the complete picture about it. Is it right, Sairam?
Okay, sir.
Right, okay. Shall we proceed further? Yeah. So I'm taking the PowerPoint presentation. Okay. So discrete random variables, what normally we are trying to do is the probability what that it has been assigned and how we are creating a cutoff values and how we are generating that. So you have seen. So the normal random variable, mean value of 40,000 and standard deviation 10,000, how we generated that we have shown. And now this is a case study. Can anyone help me to read the case? It's a very small case. Let us now start. Come on, please help me to read.
Greeting card company. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I'm hearing. Please proceed.
Greeting card company. How can a greeting card company determine how many cards to proceed? Produce. A greeting card sells rupees 40 and the variable cost of producing each card is rupees 15. Leftover cards must be disposed of at a cost of rupees 2 per card. How many cards should be printed?
Right, okay. So the scenario is a very simple scenario. We are taking it for the simulation study. The company sells the cards at the rate of 40 rupees. Per card, 40 rupees they are selling. What is the cost? Here, instead of a variable cost, let us take it as a cost. Okay. So don't confuse with that one. Let us take it as a cost. Okay. So the cost is how much, my dear friends? Producing a cost per card cost is how much? 15. So 40 rupees is the selling price and very cost of production is 15. So what is the margin now here? What is the markup here? What is the markup? Selling rupees is 40, cost is 15. What is the profit you are getting for each card? How much profit are you getting for each card? One card cost is 40 and the cost is 15,
25.
25. Very good. For each card, you are getting a profit margin of 25 rupees. Very good. Suppose if the card has not been sold out, in order to dispose the card, how much are you incurring the cost?
2 rupees.
2 rupees per card. They would like to decide to print. How many cards we have to print? The company is a risk-averse company. The company is a risk-averse company. They would like to try to minimize their risk level. They are not ready to take up a huge risk. Okay. Based on their stand, we have to suggest how many cards they have to produce. They have to print and sell. That we have to demonstrate. Based on the historical data, the demand has been given. For 10,000 cards, what is the demand prevailing? Previously prevailed 10%. The possibility of prevailing the demand 10,000 is 10%. The possibility of prevailing the demand of 20,000 is 35%. Similarly, for 40,000, the demand is 30%. For 60,000, demand 25%. Put together, overall, the probability values of 1. So from this, we can understand that it depicts the discrete random variable. We have to generate the scenario using the discrete random variable. Okay. All of you are comfortable with this case study? It's a very simple case study to understand. Yeah, greeting card company, they are selling a card at a rate of 40 rupees. Cost of producing the card is 15. Margin is 25. And each card, when it has not been sold out, we have to dispose at the rate of 2 rupees per card. Okay, that is an additional cost we are incurring it. And not only the manufacturing cost last, not only we are losing 15 rupees because that it has not been sold out. In addition to that, 2 more rupees we are incurring the expenditure. Okay, right. In the bottom of the table, they have given the probability distribution. For 10,000 demand, what is the probability? For 20,000, for 40,000, for 60,000, what are all the probabilities that it has been given? With this scenario, I am taking you to the simulation study. Now, all of you are comfortable with this scenario. Tell me, we can proceed with the simulation study. Right, okay. See, my dear friends, I am requesting all of you to open up the Excel file, what I have shared as a simulation. Okay, what I have shared as a simulation. Okay, in that I have given the solution also. Actually, whether I have given the solution, I don't know. 1 minute. I will cross check. Otherwise, I will give the solution also. Don't worry. Okay. So here, this is a simulation study. Yeah, this is a simulation study. Yeah, I have given the solution also. Okay, simulation study. Can you see my window?
Yes, sir.
Right. So this is the first sheet is a model data. So the data, the skeleton, I have given it to you. The second sheet, I have given the solution, complete solution. Okay, first I will narrate the model and thereafter we can work out. Okay, right. See here, as usual, yesterday we have seen whenever we are creating a model, what are the 2 important things are required? Whenever we are creating a financial model, what are the 2 things? Yeah, very good. Input and output. Can you remember in the input, can I use any formulas? Yes or no? In the input, shall I use any formulas?
No, sir.
No. Manually, I have to feed everything. Okay, well and good. But in the output, can you manually feed the data? Other than the labels, can you feed the values manually?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
No. Yeah, in the output file, every cell of the values should be calculated by formulas. Are you clear now? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right, okay. Now, what I am trying to do is, I have listed out all the informations. Let us assume the company is producing 20,000 cards. The demand is also 20,000 cards. Let us, I'm taking arbitrary. So the unit production cost, already that has been given in the case study, 15 rupees. The unit selling price is 40 rupees. Unit disposal cost is 2. Okay. This one, I have to give it as an input values. This is an input range. Okay. Input. The calculations is like this. It's a simple calculation. How can you calculate the income of this company? How can you calculate the income of this company? Based on the demand. You can produce more, but if the demand is less, up to the demand level only you will get the income. So, see here, I have given the formula like this. Before that, I would like to say, this particular cell has been named as produced. See here, can you see my name box here? Can you see my name box here?
Sure. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
this particular cell B5 is named as produced.
Sure.
The second one is named as what, my dear friends? Demand. And the B7 is named as what? UPC, unit
Price.
unit product cost. Yeah, the B8 is named as USP, unit selling price. And the B9 is named as UDC, unit disposal cost. These are all the names normally we can assign with the help of the name box. I have given the name for each and every cell. Instead of a cell value B5, B6, B7, I have given the name. The name you can administer in the formula menu, name manager. Please see here in the name manager, I have created a n number of, see here, n number of the names I have administered here. Right. Now here, when I am calculating the income of the card company, what is an income? The income is nothing but minimum of produced demand multiplied by USP. USP means unit selling price. What is the minimum of produced demand? Suppose I'm producing 10,000 units. The demand is 20,000. You can get an income for which, how many units? You're producing 10,000. Your demand is 20,000. For which, how many units you will get the income?
10,000 only.
10,000.
10,000 only, obviously. So that is the reason why I am taking the minimum. Vice versa. Imagine you are producing 40,000 units, but the demand is only 10,000. How many units you will get the income? Only 10,000. So obvious. Is it right, my dear friends? So the minimum of produced and demand, in that I have to take the minimum, any one of that value, that it has to be multiplied by USP. That it will tell my the income of the card company. Right? It's a clear now? The minimum of produced demand multiplied by USP. USP stands for unit selling price. Is that okay now?
Yes, sir.
Right. Next one is the production cost. Production cost is straightforward. What is the production cost? How many units you are producing multiplied by unit product cost. If 20,000 you are producing multiplied by 15 per card, you have to multiply. So here it is a straightforward function, produced multiplied by UPC. UPC stands for units produced cost. Units produced cost. Okay? Right. Now, I'm coming to the next one. Disposal cost. When the problem of disposal will arise, my dear friends, tell me the logic. When the disposal cost issue will arise. When the production is more than the demand, or when the demand is more than the production? When the demand is more than the production. When the demand is more than the, come on. When the disposal cost, when the production is more than the demand, is it right? So for example here, let us take 40,000. You produce 40,000 units, but how much the demand prevails in the market? Only 20,000. What about the remaining 20,000? The 20,000 cards you have to dispose. So at the time only the disposal cost will happen. So the disposal cost is per unit 2 cards. That is per card 2 rupees. So demand is only 20, but you are producing 40. So surplus is 20,000 cards. The 20,000 cards has to be discarded. What is the rate of discardal? 2 rupees. So 20 into 2, 40,000. So, okay. So here produced is 40, demand is 20. So the disposal cost is the disposal cost is okay. The disposal cost is 40,000. Okay, right. So here, what is the formula I have given? With an if class, I have used it. If produced is greater than demand, produced minus demand multiplied by UDC, or otherwise is 0. If I'm producing more, if my production is 40,000, demand is 20,000, so production is more than the demand. 40,000 greater than 20,000, yes. So I'm subtracting the production from the demand. 40,000 minus 20,000, so the surplus is 20,000. That it has to be multiplied by UDC. What is the UDC? 2. So for 20 multiplied by 2, 40,000. Suppose if the production is greater than, if the production is less than the demand, if the production is less than the demand, there is no disposal cost. There is no disposal cost. Okay, all of you are comfortable now? Is that
sir.
right? How can you calculate the profit? Calculating the profit is very easy. Is it right, my dear friends? Calculating the profit is very easy. How can you calculate? Income minus production cost minus disposal cost. See here, I have given the name of the each and every cell. Income minus TPC minus TDC. Income minus total production cost minus total disposal cost. Are you comfortable with these 4 formulas?
Yes, sir.
Right. I have given the solution also. Leisurely, please go and then again see how to name it and how all these things you can do. Okay. So you can work it out and then again you can have it. So this is all about the model. This is a model actually. This is a very simple model for this case study. Okay. I have to now run the trials. How can I run the trials? I have to take now the probability. What is the probability that it has been given, my dear friends? What is the probability that it has been given in the case study? For 10,000 units, how much is the probability they have given? 10%. 10% they have given. Is it right, my dear friends? For 20,000 units, how much they have given it as a probability? They have given it as a probability as a 0.35. Okay, 0.35. Or otherwise, I can call it as a 35%. Okay, right. For 40,000, what is the probability they are saying? It from the historical data, it's a 30%. 30%. Okay, right. Now, what about the 60,000 units? 60,000 units, they are saying, what is the probability? 25%. So the sum of the values, how much? The sum of the value is a 100%. Okay, all of you are comfortable?
Yes, sir.
Right. With this given data set, I'm creating a bin value. See here, this is a bin value. This is a cutoff value, this is a demand value. For understanding purpose, I have given from to. So this cutoff value 0 is nothing but 0% to less than 10%. Next one, 10 to 45%. Next one, 45 to 75%. Okay, this is a big value. I can say 45 to 75 greater than or equal to 7. Is it okay, my dear friends?
Yes, sir.
This is for understanding purpose. Okay, this is actually a bin value. This is actually a bin value. Okay, right.
Okay, sir.
So creating the model, input and calculations. This is a model, and once the model is ready, I have to take up the what is the probability distribution. Here they have given the discrete probability distribution. Even I can take up the normal distribution probability or discrete probability distribution. Here it's a discrete probability distribution has been given. I have taken the individual demand and probability. I have created a cutoff value table. This is a cutoff value table, and this is a cumulative value. This is a cumulative value. 0 plus 10, 10. 10 plus 45. Okay, sorry, 10 plus 45, it's a 75. Like it's a cumulative value. Okay, it is a cumulative value. For 0, 10, 45, 35, like it's a cumulative value. Okay. Now it is a time to simulate the values. In the simulation of the values, see here, this 10,000, 20,000, 40,000, 60,000 is a production. You are planning the production of 10,000, 20,000, 40,000, 60,000. Okay? This is your quantity, what you are planning to produce. This color. Okay? Okay? This one, the 10, 20, 40, 60, what you are saying is, you see here, this one. And this one, what you are trying to manufacture. This is a quantity produced. You are planning to produce 10,000, 20,000, 40,000, 60,000. Okay? Now, this one is nothing but what I'm interested. What I'm interested? I'm interested in profit. I'm interested in profit. See here, I'm taking the value here. See here, I'm interested in profit. I'm interested in profit, and this has been given it as a self reference. This is a profit. Okay? See, the same color has been given. Can you see the same color? Violet color, violet color. Right. The trials are there. This is 1,000 trials. In the 1,000 trials, see here, this is a random numbers. This is a random number. Just what I will do is, I will delete it. Okay, I will delete it. And this will also, I will delete it. Okay. So this is a profit, and this is a production, and this will also, I will delete it. This is a empty. I will work it out. So in the stop, I have calculated a mean value when I'm producing 10,000 units, and the mean value of when I'm producing 20,000 units, in the mean value of profit when I'm producing 40,000 units, when I'm producing 60,000 units. Similarly, standard deviation I have calculated. How can I suggest a company? I can suggest a company in such a way that at what level of production the standard deviation is minimal and the maximum average profit. That quantity of production I can suggest to the company, because the company is a risk averse company. Okay, right. So I am taking the profit here, and here this is a trial. I have to first create a random number. See here, I am creating a random number. I'm filling the random numbers across the entire 1,000 trials. I'm copying the value and I'm pasting it as a values in order to freeze the value, random value. Otherwise, that will be keep on change. The dynamic, that is a dynamic value, I'm freezing it by copying and paste it as a value. Now I'm using a VLOOKUP function. I'm using a VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP function is a 1. I'm taking the probability. This is a E17 is a probability. And what is the table I have to look into that one? This is a cutoff value. This is a 1. I have to look into that one. I am using F4 key to freeze the value, because when I'm copying the cell, that's not supposed to change. What is the column in which I have to fetch the value? Second column. And what is the match? Approximate match. That is a true value. Click OK. See here, based on the random number what I generated, the system will pick up the demand from this cutoff value based on the probability. Okay, I'm generating the demand. So this is a demand. So this is the entire thing, demand. So now demand is ready, production is ready, profit is ready. When the three things are there, last class we learned about data table. I'm applying the data table. See here, I'm taking the range. See here, I'm taking the range. Quantity produced is a row input. Quantity produced is a row input. Demand is a column input. I'm coming to the data table, data menu, what if analysis, data table. In that row input cell, where I have to give a row input cell. The row input is produced. Produced is an input. I'm getting a cell reference. And what is a column input? Demand is a column input. That is a B5. Take it up. I'm clicking OK. Now see, all the 1,000 trials has been done. All the 1,000 trials has been done. Okay. Are you clear now? Yes. See now, because already I have done it here, the mean value, standard deviation value. Now I have to look into these values. So when I'm producing 10,000 units, the average profit is 76,000, but standard deviation is 1,15,000. When I'm producing 20,000 units, the mean value is 1,38,000, but standard deviation is 2,21,000. Okay, and 1 minute. It's the return. Number is changing values. Right. Okay, guys. See here, and based on this display values, I can suggest the company and which combination. Okay. See here, the standard deviation keep on increasing when the production is keep on increased. When they are risk averse, see here, from 20,000 to 40,000, when they are increasing, your standard deviations not only doubled, it's more than doubled, but the profit is a very meager increase from 4 lakhs 40,000 to 5 lakhs 73,000. Okay, but again, here you can see it 4 lakh 81,000 to 7 lakhs. See here. Okay, so 40,000 and 60,000, that it creates a high risk. And for 10,000, the risk is less. There is no risk at all. There is no risk at all. The company is not ready to take a risk, but moderate risk. So it's an advisable to suggest to go ahead with the 20,000 cards. If they are printing it, the profit, average profit is also good enough. 4,55,000, standard deviation is 1,28,000. Okay. So when they are increasing their production from 20,000 to 40,000, the standard deviation has been increased drastically. The risk has been shooted like anything, but the profit has been marginally increased from 4,55,000 to 5,93,000. The risk is more than tripled, but the profit is not doubled. Actually, from 4,55,000 to 5,93,000 only. So hereby we can recommend to the company 20,000 units if they are manufacturing with a moderate risk. They can attain a profit of 4,55,900 rupees. Like we may conclude, we may just I have demonstrated, and really when we would like to work out, once again we can work out. The people those are using the laptop, we can I have given the empty model. See here, I have given the empty model. Here we can work it out one by one, step by step. Prior to going into that working model, whatever the doubts, if you are having it, please ask me, I will clarify the doubt. Okay. Now, my dear friends, shall I precisely once again recap once again this one? Shall I recap this one once again? Shall I recap this one once again?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Let us take the company produces 40,000 units arbitrarily. Demand, can take it as 20,000. But the unit product cost that has been given in the case study, to manufacture one card, how much they have to spend? 50 rupees. What is the selling price that it has been given in the case study? 40 rupees. Unit disposal cost, how much they are saying? 2. Right. With this given inputs, I have to go ahead with the calculations. Okay. How can I do the calculations here? I will eliminate it and I will show it. See here, equal to the minimum of the function minimum I am using it. Minimum of produced. Okay, produced. See here, produced. Minimum of produced, comma. Okay. What is the one? Another one, demand. Okay, demand of this sheet. Okay, then come on. I have to close it. So the minimum of these two I have to take up. This has to be multiplied by what? It has to be multiplied by selling price. USP of the worksheets. I have to take it up. Enter. Now you can get the result. So you are manufacturing 40,000, but you are producing only 20,000. So 20,000 into 40, that it will work it out. Okay, right, 16. Now, what is the total production cost? Total production cost is very simple, straightforward. What is the straightforward? What you are producing it multiplied by what you are incurring a cost, 50. enter. And what is the disposal cost? For the disposal cost, you have to write the formula like this. If, open bracket, if the production is greater than the demand, the production is greater than the demand, what do you have to do it? You have to subtract the demand from the production. Production minus demand. And that it has to be multiplied by disposal cost 2. Otherwise, you have to make it as a 0. Okay, I'm entering. This is a third formula. This is a third formula. What is the fourth formula? Fourth formula is nothing but the income minus total production cost minus total disposal cost. Two costs I am subtracting. That it will give me the profit. Okay, comfortable now? So the four formula with which I have completed the model based on the case study. So now the input is ready, calculation is ready. Then in the case study, they have given the demand and probability. This one that has been given in the caselet, small caselet. Based on this demand distribution, this is a discrete random variable distribution. I'm creating a bin. The bin, this is a bin. I have created it. Once the bin is created, see here, I can create this structure. This is a structure, simulation structure. In the simulation structure, in the top two, I'm allocating it for calculating the mean value of the profit, standard deviation of the profit. Okay, right. Below that, in the top corner, I'm taking the profit link. This is a profit. The violet color is a profit. This is another one. This is a row input. This is called as a row input. This row input is nothing but quantity produced. I'm taking it to 10,000, 20,000, 40,000, 60,000. Sir, only 4 we have to take up. Any value you can take up. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Like you can take up any value, nothing wrong. But here I'm taking only 4 as a sample. Right. Now, below the profit, I'm generating the random numbers. I'm generating the random numbers. And based on the random numbers, I'm now generating the demand based on this distribution. Based on this distribution. I'm using the VLOOKUP function and using this probability what I have generated through the random number and through the bin value, I created the demand. So this is a demand and this is a production and the corner one is a profit. Yesterday we have learned, is it right? Manufacturing cost, sales value for the two range of value. What is the gross profit? We use the data table. The same one here we are using it for simulation purpose. So, and by selecting this, the entire range, not the mean and standard deviation, only from the profit enter to the production quantity 60,000 and at the bottom 1,000 packs. I'm selecting in this range and I'm using the data table and the data table in which I have to give the arguments. The row input is quantity produced, the column input is a demand. I have to mention it from the input area. Once I'm clicking it, that will be generated. And once it has been generated, that it will throw the average value and standard deviation. In 10,000 units production, your standard deviation is a 0. What does it mean? You didn't facing any risk, no risk at all. But the company is ready to take up a moderate risk. When we are moving from 10,000 unit to 20,000, the risk 0 has become 1,28,817. Yes, sizable, but profit has been more than nearby doubled. 2.5 lakhs to 4.55 lakhs. It's okay, sizable. But when I'm producing from 20,000 to 40,000 units, my standard deviation has been escalated like anything. It's a double the time. Sorry, not double the time, triple the time. But profit is marginally increased from 4.55 lakhs to 5.393 lakhs only. Similarly for 60,000 units also. So based on the company's nature, they are ready to take up a moderate risk. I'm recommending the company to go ahead with the 20,000 units production based on the value. Okay? Are you clear now? This is the way I have to take a decision based on the simulation. you are having any doubt or any clarifications, tell me. Further, we can go ahead. Even if it is necessary, once again, we can go ahead with the discrete random variable. We can go ahead with the other things also. Okay. First time, I hope you may face a difficulty to understand, grab the idea, but please don't lose your hope. Okay, I have given it the model, empty model also, the filled model also. By seeing one by one when you are working, surely you can get it. Otherwise, even at any point of time, you can get my help, and then again you can redo and then again gain the knowledge. Once a couple of models in which we are gaining it, you can pick up. Nothing to worry. Guys, any doubts or any clarifications? Today we have seen discrete random variable, normal random distribution, how to generate these two distributions. For that we have learned random number, rand between number. VLOOKUP function also we have learned how to pick up the value from the bin array. And we have demonstrated with how to create a discrete random distribution, then normal random distribution, then how to simulate the scenario with a small case like printing card company, greeting card company. Now I'm waiting for your response. Is it okay? Could you understand and could you follow me? Anika madam, Rajesh sir. Srinivas sir is trying to something. Srinivas memory sir.
Sir, very nice, sir. Very good clarification about that. I'm very much understand. Thank you for that.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Right, others? Ramya madam, Sharmila madam, okay.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Pardon madam, once again. Shubha madam, Subramaniam.
Understood, sir.
Understood? It's okay. Are you using laptop madam? Rajesh sir?
Understood, sir.
Right, okay. Shall we go ahead with this model once again, that filling of this
sir.
one, or shall we go ahead with this one, the empty model with which we can work it out once again? Yes? Or shall we move to the BEP model? Come on, based on your requirement, then again I will design. Sunita madam, come on. Shall we?
Understood till now, sir.
Yeah, right, okay. There is a clarity is there, then again we can move to the BEP model now. Or otherwise, then again I have given the empty model. I hope, whether have you seen it or not? See here in the simulation. See here the data model, the empty one is there. The skeleton I have given it to you. We have to completely prepare it. Shall we go ahead with it once again, or shall we move to the BEP model?
We move, sir.
Pardon? Voice is
Shall we
breaking.
move, sir?
Shall we move to the BEP model?
Yes, sir.
Right, okay. My dear friends, so far we have covered what is simulation. Okay. The BEP model, again, cost volume profit analysis. Cost volume profit analysis. Just we can recap the fundamentals, and thereafter we have to move to the modeling, financial modeling part. So whenever we are creating some financial models, first we have to be thorough with the fundamentals. Then only we can construct the models. Otherwise, again, constructing the model is a difficult task. Okay, right. Now I am. Can you see my window now? Presentation window.
Sir.
Right. Okay. This is a cost volume profit analysis. I hope all of you are comfortable with the cost volume profit analysis. Just we can recap. In the cost volume profit analysis, we are classifying the cost into three: fixed cost, variable cost, semi-variable cost. Rent is an example for a fixed cost. Irrespective of the volume of production, the rent will be fixed, that it will not vary. If you are producing more, there is no necessity to pay more. If you are not at all producing anything, again, you can't avoid making a payment of rent. So irrespective of the volume of production, you have to pay a fixed amount as a rent. Is an example for a fixed cost. Variable cost example is a raw material that it will move along with the volume of production. If the volume of production goes up, raw material cost, the total raw material cost will goes up, the total raw material cost will comes down if the production comes down. The semi-variable cost is a portion of the cost is a fixed, a portion of the cost is a variable. Finally, what we are trying to do is the fixed portions will be combined with the fixed cost, and the variable component will be combined with the variable cost. Finally, in the cost volume profit analysis, we are bifurcating the cost into fixed variable. All of you are comfortable? Shall we move further? I hope everybody is comfortable. Is it right? Yeah, please. Please.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Right. My dear friends, in the cost volume profit, how we are preparing the income statement is from the sales, we are subtracting the variable expenditure. When we are subtracting the variable expenditure, the resulting figure is called as a contribution margin. Contribution margin. From the contribution margin, when you are subtracting the fixed cost, that is called as a profit. I hope everybody is comfortable with this statement. Contribution is a one terminology and a profit. The contribution is a one that it will be used to write off the fixed cost initially. Once the fixed cost has been written off, then the entire contribution is a profit. Is it okay now? This concept is recapped once again. Is it clear now? Is it clear now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right, okay. Now let us take a small case study. You would like to start a mushroom shop. You would like to start a mushroom shop. What are all the recurring expenditure? You are conducting a small survey and you are identifying the expenditures. Recurring expenditures. Rent, 5,000 rupees you have to make a payment towards the shop. Salesman salary, 8,000 rupees per month you have to pay. Electricity, including running the refrigerator 24 hours, 24 into 30, 2,000 rupees you have to pay. Depreciation of the refrigerator and office equipment, 1,500. These are all the expenditures normally you have to incur. That is a recurring expenditure, that is a fixed in nature. Either you are making a single packet of a mushroom or not. That is immaterial. These are all the expenditures you have to incur from your packet. Right. Coming to the procurement of the mushroom. For 200 grams of the packet, you are paid 25 rupees. You are paid 25 rupees. The scenario is clear now, my dear friend. It is a small business proposal. Imagine. Is it okay now? Is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Then sales details. The sales details look like this. 2 fresh mushrooms you are making at the rate of 45 rupees. Fresh mushroom, 40 rupees. If the mushroom is a little bit dark in color or moderate white color, 35. poor quality 25, too poor quality 0. You have to discard it. You have to throw it out. That's all. So average price is 35 rupees. On an average, you are getting a 35 rupees. The sales quantity average per day, you are expecting 100 packages. 100 packages. Are you comfortable with this estimations? Selling price?
Sir.
Yeah, please.
Yes, sir.
Right, okay. Right. With this thing, I am showcasing the different units. If the packet is 200, the packet is 400, 600, 800, 1000, 1200, 1600, 1600, 800, 2000, 2200, 2000. I'm taking the range of packets. This is a unit you are making a sale. What is an average price? 35 rupees. 200 into 35, 7,000 rupees your sales. What is a per packet purchase? 25. 25 into 200, 5,000. So your 7,000 is a sales, variable cost is 5,000. We are subtracting 2,000 is your contribution. 2,000 is your per month. How much you are incurring a cost? 16,500. What are all they? Rent, shop rent, salary, electricity, then again depreciation. Like these are all the fixed costs. So 2,000 is a contribution, but fixed cost is 16,500. So 2,000 minus 16,500 minus 14,500. That is a loss. Here it is a loss. Okay? If you are making a sale of 200 units, let us take 2,000 units. If it is a 2,000 units, 70,000 your sales, 50,000 your variable cost, and the contribution is 20,000. Your fixed cost is 16,500. So the difference is 3,500. This is a profit. Okay, are you clear now? So when you are seeing it, the no loss, no gain situation. No loss, no gain means no profit, no loss. Happens in between 1,600 units to 1,800 units. Around, I can say that 1,650 units in which the break-even may occur. Meaning, minimum you have to sell 1,650 units in order to achieve neither profit nor loss situation. Beyond 1,650 units, if you are making a sale, then only you can start to earn profit. Okay, are you clear now, my dear friends? Are you clear now? How the cost has been classified? Anyone can help me? How the cost has been classified? Hello? How the cost has been classified?
Fixed, variable, and semi-variable.
The semi-variable has been further broken into two, fixed and variable. So finally you are getting a two expenditures. What are all they? Fixed in nature, variable in nature. Right, very good. Then, what is the statement of cost volume profit analysis? Sales minus, come on madam, please help me.
Sales minus variable.
Expenditure
Results in contribution.
From the contribution, if you are subtracting fixed cost,
then we will get profit.
Yeah, either profit or loss. Okay. Now we are starting with the scenario. We are planning to start a small mushroom shop. And what are all the recurring expenditure we are estimating? Rent 5,000, salesman salary 8,000, electricity 2,000, depreciation 1,500. Put together, how much? 16,500 is a fixed cost every month, whether you are making a sale of the mushroom or not. Irrespective of the volume, you have to make an expenditure of 16,000. Per packet, how much you are procuring? What is the cost at which you are procuring mushroom? How much you are?
25.
25, right? And this is a selling price prediction. 2 fresh mushroom 45, fresh mushroom 40, moderate 35, over 35, 2 over 60. Even sometimes you are getting a mushroom at the rate of 25, sometimes it's a 30, 35. If it is a festival season, again it is a 40, 45, even it's a 50. Is it right? On an average, what is the price you are getting it? On an average, what is the price you are getting it? Come on.
35.
35. What is the sales quantity you are expecting it on an average per day?
100 packets.
100. For a month, how many packets are you expecting it? 30 days into 100? 3,000 packets you are expecting.
3,000.
Yeah, right. I'm putting it in a scenario. This is a glimpse I view. At different units, what happens to my profit? If my unit is a 0, 200, 400, 600, 800, what happens? My losses keep on declining. At a one certain stage, my loss disappears, my profit starts. At the quantity of 1650, roughly I'm saying, it's not exactly, roughly, then that gives a profit for me. So with this background, I'm taking you to the next level. This is a concept of a break-even point. The break-even point in that the x-axis I'm taking the sales value. See here, I'm taking the sales value here. Okay, I'm taking the cost, total cost, variable cost, and total revenue. All these things I am taking here. And this is a loss zone, and this is a profit zone. And this point, especially this point is a no profit, no loss. That is a break-even point. It's a break-even. Okay. And this horizontal line is a fixed cost, and this line starts from the 0 origin. It's a total cost. And the line that starts from the fixed cost level, that is called as a total cost. See here, I hope already you have learned about this concept of a break-even point. This is only a recapping of the concept. Okay, is it okay now? Shall I proceed further?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. With this background knowledge, okay, I'm taking to the model building. So what is the break-even? How can I calculate the break-even? Fixed cost divided by contribution per unit will give a break-even point. Fixed cost divided by contribution margin ratio will give a break-even value. Like this is a formula, already you may aware about it. Skipping this one. Now I'm minimizing it. I'm taking you to my model building. So we learned about what do you mean by cost volume profit analysis, how the cost has been classified, variable, fixed, semi-variable is again further broken down into variable and fixed, that it has been added respectively. And we have learned about the marginal cost statement. That is a cost volume profit statement. Starts from sales less variable cost, contribution minus fixed cost. That we have learned. Then followed by a small case study, that is a mushroom shop. Mushroom shop start. Right? I am now opening up. Can you see my window? Can you now see my window?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is a cost volume profit modeling. Input as usual. I hope all of you are comfortable with any input and calculations. Or input and statements or calculations. Sales quantity per month. How I derived it? Could you now understand 3,000? How I have derived it? How I have derived the 3,000 from the case study? Come on.
Yes, sir.
What is the per day you are expecting the sales?
100 packets.
100. 30 days in a day. All the days, working days, imagine. So 3,000 you are expecting to sell. What is the selling price? Average selling price? What is the average selling price?
45.
35. What is the variable cost per unit? Variable cost per unit here, it's only a
25.
mushroom procurement cost, 25. What is the fixed cost per month? 16,500. How it has been derived 16,500? Can you remember? I will showcase to you once again the PPT. Is it right? So here, can you remember? Can you see this one? How it has been calculated? 16,500, 5,000, plus 5,000 plus, yeah, I will change the color. 5,000 plus 8,000 plus 2,000 plus 1,500. So 5 plus 8, 18, 15 plus 2, 15, 15 plus 1,500, 16,500. Could you now understand how I have derived the value 16,500? This is the way I have calculated the 16,500 as a value. Now, can you now understand how I have calculated 16,500?
Yes, sir.
All the values here I have manually filled in. Okay, no formulas at all. But here I am starting with the formulas. What is the formula here? I used it. What is the formula here? Can you see and tell me?
Yes.
Come on, guys.
Sir, number of units sold into the sale price.
Quantity
Yeah,
sale value.
Yeah, SQ multiplied by SP. That is the sales quantity multiplied by selling price. Here, actually, this cell has been named as SQ. This cell has been named as SP. This cell named as BC, variable cost. This one has been called as FC, fixed cost. Okay? Right. So here I am using the formula SQ into SP. Sales quantity multiplied by selling price per unit. Okay? Right. What about this one? Next one, total variable cost. How can you calculate the total variable cost? Quantity multiplied by variable cost per unit. 3,000 multiplied by 25. Is it obvious? Okay. So how can you calculate contribution? Sales value minus total variable cost. Yeah. This SV stands for sales variable and TVC stands for total variable cost. When you are subtracting these two, you are getting a contribution. From the contribution, you have to subtract the fixed cost. Here also, I am taking the formula equal to FC. FC means what? Fixed cost. From the input, I am taking the reference. From the 75,000 contribution, I am subtracting 16,500. That is a fixed cost per month. When I am subtracting contribution minus fixed cost, that is called as. Okay, are you comfortable now? Are you comfortable now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So the input in which I am taking sales quantity per month, selling price per unit, variable cost per unit, fixed cost per unit. Sorry, total fixed cost per month. Based on that, I am making the calculations. This is a cost volume profit statement. This is a cost volume profit statement. It's a small, simple model to understand. Right. Now, I am asking a question. Right. Furthermore, I would like to calculate some of the things. Here, what is the contribution? How much is the contribution I am getting it?
So 30,000.
30,000. How many units you are making a sale? How many units here?
3,000.
3,000.
3,000.
Upper 30,000 divided by 3,000. See here, contribution divided by SQ will give what, my dear friends? Contribution per unit. Contribution per unit. Okay. This is a total contribution. This total contribution has been divided by the quantity. I will get the per unit value. Right. How can I calculate the BEP? BEP is nothing but fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. What is a fixed cost? 16,500 is a fixed cost. So here 16,500 divided by, what is the contribution? 10 rupee per unit. Divided by that, 1,650 is a break-even point. What do you mean by break-even point? No loss, no gain situation. Okay? Right. How can I calculate the BEP in value? This 1,650, if you are multiplying by selling price per unit. Per unit, how much you are selling? 35. But 1,650 units multiplied by 35 rupees will give the value of 57,500. Are you comfortable with this additional 3 more inputs break-even calculations?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, this is an input range and this is an output, or this is an output, or this is a model. This is a model. This is normally we are calling it as a financial model. This model with which we can apply what if analysis. What is an what if analysis? I am asking question. See here. What is the question I am asking? Please see. If we would like to keep the BEP in 1000 units, actually, what is a BEP in units we calculated? 1650. If the company owner would like to keep the BEP as 1000 units, what should be my selling price? He is asking. What is the selling price if I am fixing? My BEP will be 1000 units. It's a what if model. One variable at a time changing, one output I am getting. Goal C. Another type of a question. If I would like to keep my BEP in units, 1000 units, what should my variable cost be? If I would like to keep my BEP in 1000 units, what should my fixed cost be? Like I can ask any questions. These three sample questions is an example of a goal seed. Similarly, I can go ahead with the sensitivity analysis. For a different variable cost, for a different selling price, I can construct a sensitivity table with the BEP in units. I can highlight it. The highlights has been shown like this. See here, less than 0, that it will be shown in this color. 0 to 1499 units, blue color. 1500 to 3000, green color. Above 3000, green color or rose color. Like I can use the conditional coordinates and I can highlight it. So, as a owner of the company, I can decide what is my procurement cost. What is probably I am supposed to sell at a rate. Suppose if my procurement cost is 20, okay, minimum, bare minimum, I have to make it sell more than 31 rupees. At least 32 rupees if I am making a sale, then only, then again, I can achieve the BEP in 1300 units level. Otherwise, I have to make 1500 units. If I'm selling prices 30, if my procurement cost is 19, then 1500 units minimum I have to sell to achieve no gain, no loss situation. In order to avoid my loss, what is the minimum quantity I have to, what is the minimum selling price with which I have to sell? This is a sensitivity analysis. Another one, what we can do is scenario. It is a festival season, what happens? If it is a holiday season, what happens? If it is a rainy days, what happens? I can create three scenarios, and I can create a scenario, and I can get the outputs here, and I can analyze the results. Okay? What I will do is I will share this model. Already you are having a good exposure about it and creating it. Some of you have worked out also. What you can do is by seeing this one, replicate the model and learn, and you will get a lot of insight. The last day, where we started is a basic income statement, but here we are applying the concept of cost analysis. Okay, I'm sharing this file also. Okay, the PPT and as well as this sheet I will share it with you. You can work it. Because the time does not permit me to allow you to work also, because the time is now, what is the time? Now I am not
8:05, sir.
8:05, right? Okay. Now tell me whatever the doubts, I will clarify. Is it necessary to repeat the BEP analysis? That is a cost volume profit analysis. Tell me once again if it is necessary, I will do it. Or from where you are stucking, please tell me, then again I will clarify the doubts.
Sir, I was having sorry.
Yeah, please ask me, madam.
Sir, I was having a doubt in the scenario analysis that you showed us right now.
In the BEP, right? Okay, I will take it. Okay. So here the scenario in which I am taking the three scenarios. See here. Festival season, Sales quantity, I'm expecting 4,500 units. Average selling price 42 per pack. Procurement cost also increased 35 because of the demand. Fixed cost, there is no change. This is a festival season scenario. Any variable you can change, nothing wrong. I'm taking it as an example, that's all. If it is in a holiday period, sales quantity I'm expecting is 3,500. Average selling price is 37. Procurement cost is 25. Same assets, there is no change. Fixed cost also, there is no change. Rainy day, sales quantity is only 200. Average selling price is only 32. Procurement cost, again it's a 20, slashed from 25 to 20. And fixed cost, there is no change. So I'm creating a 3 scenario. I have to create a 3 scenario and I have to take a summary. The summary has been thrown in the next sheet. See here, the summary has been shown. Festival season, holiday season, rainy season. What is that? What is the sales quantity and what is the profit? What is a BP in units? What is a BP in units? What is the profit? Any value I can take it as a number. Tell me, madam, where are you stuck in the scenario?
Oh, sorry, sir. I was talking about the second part,
Sensitivity.
sensitive analysis. Sorry.
Right. In the sensitivity, I'm taking sales range. Already I stated that what is the average selling price. I'm putting it in the case study 35. So I'm taking the sales value, sales range, selling price range 32. I'm taking the up to what? I'm taking 50 rupees. I'm taking the range of 30 to 50. The variable cost, that is the procurement cost of the mushroom, 15 rupees to 35 rupees I'm taking. What is I'm interested? This is a BEP. This is a BEP. BEP I'm taking it. And I'm running the data table and I'm applying it and I'm making the conditional formatting. And these are all the color indicators. If the BEP is less than 0, this color. If the BEP is with a range of 0 to 100,000 for 499, blue color. If the BEP is the range of 1,500 to 3,000, green color. Above 3,000, it's a pink color. Higher the BEP quantity, more risky. Higher the BEP in quantity, more risky. I have to sell more. At least attain the no loss, no gain situation. Is it right, my dear friends? So I'm much comfortable with the blue range. Green range to some extent okay, but pink range is a dangerous range in which I have to put a lot of efforts to sell the mushroom. Otherwise, I have to incur a loss. Say for example, your procurement cost is 30 and your selling price is 32 only. 32. With the 2 rupees margin, if you are making a sale, how much quantity you have to sell? 8,250 packets you have to sell. Otherwise, you have to incur a loss. Dangerous, too dangerous. Okay? So, like that's clearly tell me what is the selling price at which my BEP? What the selling price? Clearly it's an indicator. What is the selling price is all about it? I am supposed to fix it up. Okay?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Right. Okay. The same thing what we did it yesterday, but only the thing is completely the scenario is different. I'm giving some small caselet, starting a mushroom shop. For that, we are giving a great insight. Okay, what is possible, what is not possible, and where my risk is there, where my risk is less, where my risk is very high. The complete picture as a startup company owner, I can get it from this analysis. Right? Okay. I think the first part, I think everybody has struggled with simulation. And that too with the network issue. Oh, I think that is created a complexity. Is it right? Comparatively speaking, then again, the BEP model is better than the simulation. I think so. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Right. Okay. But simulation is a very powerful tool. And if you are learning, and any scenario you can mimic, you can replicate. Any scenario you can replicate. Suppose if you belongs to easy, you can beautifully, then again you can replicate the scenario of various circuit boards and you can simulate. If you belongs to the management studies, you can imitate any kind of a marketing scenario or a production scenario or a sales scenario, whatever may be. You can mimic it and you can do the wonderful analysis that will give a great insight. So my humble request, every one of you can go and visit the Professor Mayerson, MYSOR, Mayerson website is there. So you can go and visit the professor's website. He's an econometrics professor and he is giving the sim tool as a free and open source. You can download it and you can use it. He is starting the session from tossing a coin. How can I toss a coin? Like he's starting the scenario. Okay. And he's taking us to the maximum, the end of econometrics model. Okay, how an econometrics model can be built and how can I simulate? He's demonstrating beautifully. Okay, so simulation is a beautiful tool. If you are learning, you can demonstrate anything. Okay, with the kind of depicting the scenarios. That may be a discrete random variable, normal random variable, or a triangle distribution, or it's a rectangular distribution, or a Poisson distribution, or a binomial distribution. Any distribution you can create, you can mimic, and you can say what is an implication. Right. I hope everybody is having some background knowledge about Excel. I thought that we look up at all other basic things, then again you are aware about it. That is the reason why without explaining that I have started, but some of them have started to ask. So my understanding now is you are struggling to understand the VLOOKUP. So don't worry, it's very easy to learn. And in the simulation, what we have learned is a rand between VLOOKUP functions. That's all. How to create a bin, how to create a random numbers, and how to apply VLOOKUP to generate the trials. If you are learning, it's more than sufficient. The rest of the things then again slowly you can do and you can do. Okay. Any doubts or any questions? So I tried my level the best to explain, but simulation, I think from my side I am not satisfied that much because I hope you have not received well. It's my intuition. Either because of the no response from your end, no response in the sense that again because of the network issues, I think you are not responding, but you are responding from the chat and right. Okay, right.
Sir, I wanted to know if we could get a recording of this session.
Yeah, sure. Sir will share the session. That is the yesterday's session that has been shared in the group. Please go and see the group and then again you can get it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
And in the same group, Rata sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir is there.
Yes, sir.
Sir, shall I share this another two more files, the BEP and this PPT? Shall I share it in the group?
Yes, sir. Directly you can share it, sir, in the group. And
sure.
the today's video link, I'll post it. Yesterday's it is posted. I'll post it once it is uploaded in the YouTube.
Right. Okay. Right. I think next time we may try it as a hands-on session, sir. Let us try if time permits and if you are having a business.
Yes.
So that it may enhance your skill set. Okay. Right. I took a simple examples to demonstrate the financial modeling. Financial modeling is not a jargon or it's not a nightmare. It's a very simple. Whatever we are learning as a simple statements, we can replicate it in the model and we can apply what if analysis. Beautifully, we can analyze it. That's all. Thank you, sir, for your feedback.
And Srikanth
madam. Srikanth, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for a very good session. Everything was very well understood and explained.
Right. Thank you, madam.
Thank you so much, sir, for the session.
Right, madam. The entire success that it lies how continuously you are taking up these tools. Okay, please at least whatever I am sharing it with you, please use it for practice purpose. Recall once again, redo, try your level the best, or otherwise even you are permitted to disturb me also, or you can get the help of your colleagues, those who are inclined in this area. You can get the help and please explore. You can surely you can acquire
Sure,
the
sir.
skill set. Right,
Sure.
right. Thank you very much.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. 15 minutes before we finish, is there anything would you like to demonstrate? The 15 minutes is there. And if you like to utilize, then again you can ask any questions or anything would you like to ask me to demonstrate, I will demonstrate. Is there anything else would you like to get a demonstration from my side? Another 15 minutes time is there. Yes? The random function is a one that it will help us to generate lot of things. Even one thing then again I can quote here. Have you ever experienced it resetting of passwords? Whenever you are resetting the passwords, you are getting immediately a passwords with the combination of alphabets, numerics with the special characters. So this reset passwords are generated with the help of the random numbers only. You can generate not only the random numbers, you can generate random alphabets, random symbols, random dates, random time. You can generate anything, you can generate it as a random. Please understand. Random dates, random time, random numbers, random alphabets, that too lowercase alphabets, uppercase alphabets, and special characters like dollar, hash symbol, at the rate of, percentage, then again ampersand symbol, star symbol, like n number of special characters you can create. One of the example what I would like to quote here is the random generation is base for generating the reset passwords. So normally the companies are not sending the reset password. They are not generating every time. So the system automatically generates that it will throw it to you. No one knows. So you are getting the highly secured reset passwords to reset that one in the banking process or any online process. Okay, right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. If you are having any doubts and we may wind up the session. So,
Yes, sir.
right, okay.
Uh,
Few feedbacks, if you are sharing, I'm very happy. Some of you can come forward to give the feedback also, especially to improve the program. What you are expecting it more from this program. Please share with us so that SAR will take care of it. And then again, next time round, then again, we will address whatever, then again, your expectations or your suggestions that it will be income. Few people can come forward. Right. Sir,
It was
shall
very
we
good.
proceed? Yeah, please, sir. Please, please. Yeah.
Really, the session was very good for us, sir, because I am MB student pursuing MBA at present in Beltech University, Avadi, Chennai, sir. I have took the specializations as finance. It's very helpful for me to know about the basic things via the Excel, sir.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, the session was very well explained and very well. I understood it very well. However, I feel it needed more than 2 days to for a session, this session to be understood or explained in detail.
Sure. When we are going it with an hands-on session, probably you may get a lot of insight furthermore. But anyhow, I will share this working files for you. Then again, you can see the files and then again, please try your level best so that then again you can clarify all your doubts. Thank you,
Yes,
madam.
sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Right. Sure. Shall we proceed further?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So we have come to the end of this 2 day certification program on financial modeling. In fact, as I rightly said, this is not the end. This is just a beginning, and Sir has done his best. And thank you for all of your participation and interaction. It was wonderful sessions yesterday and today. As someone inquired, the video will be uploaded and the link will be shared in the WhatsApp group. Kindly note that all the certificates will be sent to you by next 3 to 4 days in your email ID. Thank you so much once again for your participation, and look forward for your future participation in our programs which are relevant to all of you. On behalf of MTC Global Family, I extend my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Murugappan sir for his time and for his efforts to make all of us understand the basics of financial modeling. Thank you once again. I'll request Dr. Murugappan sir to give the concluding remarks and close the program officially, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity to handle such a kind of wonderful session for the people that too across the participants are from across India, and really I'm very happy to share my knowledge as a teacher. It's my the basic duty is to share the knowledge and to disseminate the knowledge. I hope I have tried my level best, and I'm sharing all the files. Please once again revisit the files, recap, and hear the video once again, and then again try your level best with your own laptop, work it out, and then again experience it. In the other occasions, let us all meet. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. Good day to you, every one of you. Good night.
Thank you so much. Good night, all of you.
Thank you.